Plastic bags should be banned from grocery stores. Have you ever seen a dead bird with a plastic bag around its neck? It's shocking. It also can be avoided. How, you might ask? Ban plastic bags from grocery stores, period. I've done some research on the subject, and the devastation to marine life is preventable. Akeem Steiner, Executive Director of the UN Environment Program, states, single-use plastic bags which choke marine life should be banned and phased out rapidly everywhere. There is simply no justification for manufacturing them anymore, anywhere. There's proof that the reduction of single-use plastic bags being implemented in places around the country and world is having an impact on our environment. Implementing laws will make a difference. Ocean communities are already seeing a difference in banning plastic bags. Modbury, England became the first plastic bag-free town where the local merchants got together and decided to voluntarily do something to help protect their coastal environment. In November 2016, the San Diego Union Tribune reported the nation's first statewide plastic bag ban now in effect across California. More than 100 municipalities in California have passed local bag bans. Roger Cube with the Surfrider Foundation said of the statewide ban, not only does it have that impact of removing those plastic bags from the environment, but it raised the level of this conversation about plastic pollution in the marine environment. He also said he and others will also look closely at the annual beach cleanup events to see if there's a notable reduction in plastic bag litter. The bags are routinely in the top 5 types of debris collected during such efforts, he said. Some people claim that paying for plastic bags will not make a difference and that people will continue to use them, or that people will forget to take their own bags to the grocery store and will end up using paper or plastic anyway. In the documentary Bag It, Is Your Life Too Plastic?, Jeb Barrier gives a sometimes comedic view on the effects of plastics, the ban of plastics around the world, and his personal observations and changes he has made to be an eco-warrior against the use of single-use plastics. Numerous places around the world have banned single-use plastics or ultra-thin plastic bags. For example, New Delhi, India, Bangladesh, the Kingdom of Bhutan, and China. China banned ultra-thin plastic bags and estimated in the first year they eliminated 40 billion bags. Several places in Europe have also banned plastic bags. In Ireland, they taxed the use of plastic bags at 22 cents and reduced consumption by 90%. Catalyst episode titled Plastic Oceans discusses how 3 million pieces of new plastic find their way in our oceans every single day. As you can imagine, this causes numerous injuries to marine life. And as the plastics circulate, they go through the oceans globally. The documentary specifically discusses problems at Lord Howe Island between Australia and New Zealand. Plastic is a global problem. Practically everything we use is plastic. Reducing single-use plastic bags will help save our environment. This not only means our oceans, but our rivers, lakes, and drinking water. While researching this topic, I interviewed Tori Carley, who is the Waste Reduction Supervisor for the City of Greensboro. She said this regarding plastic bag waste. Single-use plastic bags like grocery bags are an unnecessary convenience that our society has come to depend on. If someone forgets their reusable plastic bag, making the simple choice of paper over plastic could greatly reduce the total volume of recycling contamination and windblown litter across our country. Recycling contamination is a problem that can be greatly reduced by choosing to take your own bags to the grocery store. The recycling industry is affected by single-use plastics getting tangled up in machines. Single-use plastic bags are hazardous to employees that work in the recycling industry. There are workplace accidents when single-use plastics or tanglers get tangled up in machines. Employees have to literally crawl down into the machine to cut out the tanglers. Tori Carley specializes in recycling education and outreach in her position. In regards to plastic bags and recycling, she had this to say. Tanglers such as single-use plastic bags result in 10 to 12 stops of all recycling processing equipment that can cause hours of downtime throughout the day. This leads to inefficient processing of recyclables, good recyclables ending up in the landfill, and most importantly, workplace injuries. Carly explained that when staff at the recycling facility are pulling contamination off the conveyor belt, often plastics will catch other recyclables like bottles and cans. These items become accidental casualties bound for the landfill because there is not enough time to safely and efficiently pick through it all. What have we learned so far? Plastic bags are harmful in the environment and dangerous in recycling facilities, and communities around the world are successful in banning single-use plastics. So what can you do to change? Some people say that we as a society will not change. We won't stop using plastic bags. They are convenient and make life easier. Buying reusable bags, containers, and alternatives to single-use plastic bags is going to take time and money. According to the Huffington Post, there are 12 sustainable alternatives to plastic bags that are easy to use. In the long run, if everyone were to make small changes a little at a time, it will make a huge impact in our environment, our country, and around the world. In closing, it may seem like bringing your own reusable bags to the grocery store is just a drop in the ocean. But when we as a community, state, region, nation, and world make the small changes together, those drops in the ocean become huge waves of change. Don't let the world be dominated by plastic.